Madman from 1982. Summary for this film. At a youth summer camp, a kid calls out the name of killer Madman Marz. Suddenly, counselors are being murdered. Another reason summer camp sucks. Directed by Joe Giannone. I don't know these names. Written by Joe Giannone and Gary Sales.
Gary Sinise?
Gary Sales.
Oh.
Did you have any additional information?
I couldn't find a tagline, and I also saw 1981, 1982, and 1983.
Really?
So I went with 1981. That was what was on IMDb. Distributed by Jensen Farley Pictures, and it was out on Blu-ray through Vinegar Syndrome in 2015. That's the copy I have. That's what I watched for this review.
This original story was it was supposed to be based on Cropsey, but evidently the news of the burning being produced. Turn your phones off.
Murder.
The news of the burning being produced resulted in them changing the whole storyline. So I thought there was some weird shit that happened in this. I enjoyed it overall, but the really weird hot tub lovemaking.
The most awkward hot tub scene ever.
Well, they're like, it's
just spinning around in circles.
There's this song. The song that's playing is by that Gary Sales.
The song's great.
It's this Gary Sales guy, and the guy that plays.
Was it the theme song playing at the end too? They sing something about Madman Marz.
There was a couple songs.
Yeah.
The theme song that plays at the end. I can't remember if that's with the hot tub. That's fantastic.
Beginning too. I thought he was when he's singing around the campfire. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
The guy that plays TP and the producer Gary Sales wrote all these songs. But there's a lot of really close-up shots during this whatever the fuck this thing is, of this dude's outie belly button. It was really
I didn't even notice that.
It was bizarre to me. It was a fucking digital bear if I ever seen one. The woman who plays Betsy has only acted in 3 movies. Did you recognize her? The blonde?
I don't remember at this point.
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
She was in Madman, Dawn of the Dead, and Creepshow, but I don't remember her from Creepshow. She evidently is a writer, director of documentaries now, but that's 3 good fucking movies to pick,
And maybe even some documentaries.
Yeah, she probably has some good ones. I don't know. They look like a bunch of basketball nonsense to me.
If you're into basketball.
There you go. I thought that the Madman's feet and hands were unnecessarily enhanced for some reason. And I didn't think that they took the time to do enough close-ups, because that makeup does look good up close, I thought, but from far away it looks kind of fucked up. He looks like a weird Yeti or something. But I love it when they go to start the truck and they can't, because there's a darned old head in the engine, Jared. There's a head.
They get you every time.
And then he takes his girlfriend and he ushers her back to the get in, baby. And he throws their friend's head in the bushes like it's a fucking piece of trash. All the people that die in this movie die because they make terrible mistakes.
We didn't really do a synopsis, did we?
A youth summer camp, a kid calls out Madman Marz.
Oh, we just did that. Yeah, I guess that is pretty much all it is.
Yeah. And then a lot of it's just these dudes walking around like the idiots in Chernobyl Diaries, like yelling, TP! Richie! TP! Richie, have you seen Richie? You hurt, Richie?
I had a lot of fun listening to the guy tell the story at the beginning, because every line he delivered feels like that end line that you end on, and then he says another one, and then he says another one, and then he says another one.
The way he talks about the whole movie is he's just weird. He's just a weird guy.
He's weird.
Yeah. This movie is definitely worth a watch. The song at the end of the movie is a perfect cherry on top.
Great.
I'm glad that this didn't get lost in like the VHS graveyard of the 80s, because it totally could have. There's a lot of movies that... You guys ever seen this before? Nope, I never did.
You had saw it?
Yeah, I've had this one for a while.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's not Friday the 13th or The Burning, but it's a fun slasher movie in the woods. And they really messed up by not showing that makeup, because at the end they showed it up close. I'm like, oh, he does look fucking badass. They should have showed that more. I would have liked that. Jason?
Yeah, I think this was extremely underrated or overlooked slasher. Good theme music, good songs in the movie. Again, even the one with the awkward hot tub scene, and that is. I mean, would you ever do? Why would you? I don't even know what they're doing.
Why are they spinning and how
I don't know
are they
what. I
spinning?
don't even know what they're doing.
There's definitely.
You don't spin when you're in hot tubs?
I've never
Is
been
that
in
what
a
you're
hot
supposed
tub.
All I do is spin. I just get in and I fucking spin.
I just love that move. Before you make love, you spin in a hot tub.
No, it's a slasher, but it almost feels creature feature like because of the way how he's almost
Yeah,
almost Yeti-ish.
Yeah.
I believe at one point I was like, evidently he's a fucking monster.
But it's got the camping, it's got campfire, cabins, the woods. Those are my favorite kind of movies. The favorite settings. Love slashers as well. And what I'm pretty sure this said it was a camp for gifted children.
Is that right?
But I have no idea what the gifts were. Like they didn't do anything. They were just in the cabin until they were told to run.
There was only like 5 of them there.
The
right?
kids were the gifts. They were given to them.
Jared.
They were gifted to them.
And this was all shot at night. These are all night scenes. I thought that was
hard to do.
Yeah, it's a good story. It's good lore with Madman Marz. The acting was okay. They're just there to be killed. There's good and bad practical effects, like the clean cut severed head would slam into.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a precision cut. But no, it's camp slasher. Those are my favorites. I gave it a 7.
I gave this one a 5.
Jesus, Jared,
What?
a 5?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
I had a lot of fun watching it.
Oh well, that's good. I'm glad you had fun.
I did. I had a lot of fun, but and I am like you guys were saying. I'm glad I got to see this one. It didn't just get lost in the graveyard, and I'm glad it popped up. But there really isn't anything.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. I was thanking you. It's all tropes pretty much. I mean, it's a campground slasher story. It's got all the tropes of a campground slasher story. It doesn't do anything particularly better than any movie. There's nothing that makes it stand out. If you are not big,
Hence the 7 that I gave it.
If you are not big into 80s campground slashers,
You're an idiot.
this really isn't a good. This really isn't a good movie. I mean, the acting in it is bad. It's cheesy.
It's just good enough.
It's appropriate, I believe.
It hits on all the right tropes. Which is why I gave it a 5. I had a lot of fun.
Acting's bad in all slashers.
Yeah, and this one's
You can't fault it for that.
This one's a little worse. I mean, it's not.
Can you imagine trying to sing that song while dancing around a campfire?
Or
see how well you can do that.
Or spinning in a hot tub.
Yeah,
that was really.
they pulled off some.
That was choreography.
But I mean, I'm not being mean giving it a 5. I had a lot of fun.
I don't care what you say.
If you do like cheesy 80s campground slashers and you haven't seen this one, you won't be wasting your time. I'm pretty sure you'll have fun, but you're not going to walk away from it being like, oh shit, that was a hidden gem. Unless you've
I'd say it's a hidden gem, Jared.
Unless you've seen them all so many times that it's just nice having one you haven't seen.
It's fresh.
Yes, and I think that's part of why I had a lot of fun.
Sounds like a 7 to me, Jared.
If I had watched this one,
or at least a 6.
If I had watched this one as many times as I've watched Friday the 13th or Halloween or whatever, and then was comparing it to all the other ones, it would be like, well, no, this one isn't really that good compared to the good ones. So I gave it a 5.
Okay,
it's fair.